Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do, 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 do. Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to night number 2 of Super Millionaire. Well, we have just we've won a lot of money so far, $250,000, and that is ours to keep no matter what happens for the rest of this show. But we're looking to win a lot more money because, why not? We love winning money on this show, and on this channel. So, what can I really say? Sorry, I just stretched because I needed to stretch. It's not that I've been sitting down, it's just because I'm a little tired in a way, I guess would be the right way of putting that. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So, we are 5 questions away now from winning $10 million in cash. No lifelines left, so we're all on our own. This next question is valued at $500,000. It's a free guess. And then at the end, we'll have the 10th anniversary twist where we have a chance to double our money, so we can win $500,000 if we just keep the regular $250. But we'll see what happens when we get there. For $500,000, let's play. For $500,000. Which of these North American waterfalls is the tallest? Niagara, Horseshoe, Yosemite, Bridal Veil. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Niagara. And it is a free guess, so even if we get this wrong, we still have the 250. So, I'm gonna go with Niagara. Final answer. It's Yosemite. Well, that's unfortunate, but hey, we still have $250,000, so that is not too shabby at all. And we're gonna have a shot to play for $500,000 right now. Try and double our winnings. So let's play. This Siberian body of water contains more fresh water than all fresh water in the Great Lakes combined. What's its name? Lake Ladoga? Lake Balkash? Lake Baikal? I have no idea, so this is just going to have to be a guess. I'm going to say Lake Onega. Final answer. It's Lake Baikal. But hey, we still got that $250,000, so that is not too shabby at all. And we get to start a brand new game. So here is what the money tree looks like here. As you can see, we've got we start out at 100,000, then we go 25, 35, 5, and then 10. Then we bump it up to 25, 50, 75, 100. Then we go up to 250, then 500, and then 1,000, then to 2.5 million, and we keep doubling till we reach $10 million. So here we go for $1,000. Let's play. Which of these is a traditional Christmas pastry? Mince pie, mince cake, mince muffin, mince cronut. That is mince pie. Final answer. We got it for $100. Going for $2,500. Which of these is a letter in the Greek alphabet? Delta, Relta, Delta, Melta. That is Delta. Final answer. Got it for $2,500. Going for $35. Which of these adjectives relates to the sense of hearing? Tactile, olfactory, auditory, visual. That is auditory. Final answer. We got it for $35. Going for $5,000. Little Rock is the capital of what state? Alaska, Alabama, Arizona. Arkansas. That is Arkansas. Final answer. Got it for 5,000. Going for 10,000 now. Which skater was allowed to compete in the 1994 Winter Olympics despite being implicated in an attack on one of her rivals? Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding, Katarina Witt, Tara Lipinski. That is Tanya Harding. Final answer. And we got it for $10,000. Come on, there we go. Alrighty, all of our lifelines left. We're going for $25,000. Which sort of punch is a blow to the back of the neck? Dog punch, rat punch, rabbit punch, cat punch. Blow to the back of the neck. I'm going to use the 50-50. Okay, computer, please take away 2 of the wrong answers, leaving us with just 1 wrong answer and the correct one. Rabbit punch. Final answer. Got it for $25,000. It's for $50,000. Which of these distances is the longest? 1 mile, 2 kilometers, 3 furlongs, 4 meters. I wish we had the 50-50 here. Let's see, a meter stick. That has 100 inches on it, so that's 300 feet. I'm going to go with the mile. Final answer. Oh, 2 kilometers? Wait, no. Hang on. Hang on a sec here. We got to look this up. How long is 2 kilometers? Oh, 1.24 of a mile. Oh, really? Okay. Two kilometers. Okay, whatever. Let's try and double that to 20 grand right now. Let's play. Complete the title of the John Osborne play. Look back in what? Anger, hope, tears, regret. I'm going to say anger. That makes the most sense to me. Final answer. Got it for $20,000. Okay, so we'll add that to our total winnings so far. I guess you could say we're doing pretty good right now. Let's play. Shoot, there we go. Which phrase is often used to describe senior company executives? Chubby dogs, fat cats, big bunnies, stout squirrels. That is big bunnies. Final answer. Whoa! I don't think we've ever lost on the first question before. Wow. Fat cats. I've never heard that term being used like that before. Honestly. Which of these refers to the most basic and important details of something? Witty, pretty, nitty gritty, bitty ditty, petty betty. That is nitty gritty. Final answer. Got it for 1,000. Going for 2,000. Which of these was not a category in the original Genus edition of Trivial Pursuit? Geography, history, entertainment, nuclear physics. Nuclear physics, final answer. Got it for 200, or for 25, going for 3,500. In which country were the rulers given the title of Pharaoh? Persia, Greece, Egypt, China. That is Egypt, final answer. We got it right for 35. Going for 5,000. Guten Tag is a greeting in which language? French, German, Spanish, Swedish. I'm going to go with German. Final answer. Got it for $5,000. Going for 10 grand. Which of these words means a group of geese? Gaggle, goggle, woggle, wogle. It's a gaggle, I know that. Final answer. Got it for $10,000. Of course, it's an ad for some dating app. Don't get on dating apps, people. I meet people the old-fashioned way. That's how it's supposed to be done. For 2,000, or well, I guess it's for 25, but whatever. Zen is a form of which religion? Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Islam. I have no clue at all. 50-50 it. Well, we'll just do it like that. Because let's just go Judaism. What the heck? Final answer. Oh, and of course it was the other one. Darn it. Well, hey, we still get to play, though, for double their score for $20,000. So, not too bad. Let's do that now. Who was Richard Nixon's running mate when Nixon ran for U.S. president against JFK and lost? Ooh. Gerald Ford, Dan Quayle, Henry Cabot Lodge Jr., Dick Cheney. Okay, I think Ford was a Democrat, so we can rule that out. Of course, Dan Quayle and Dick Cheney, that's too recent. So I'm going to say Henry Cabot Lodge Jr. Final answer. Got it for $20,000. Yeah, he was a senator from Massachusetts, and he was his running mate, although Republicans lost the election. Cabot Lodge was appointed by Kennedy and some of his successors as an American ambassador. He led the U.S. delegation that signed the Paris Peace Accords ending the Vietnam War. Wow. Can you just imagine that? Two parties actually working together to get stuff done and not fighting over it? Wow, that is a crazy thought. Crazy thought. But of course, that won't be happening anytime soon. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, well, we'll continue to play on here, except my phone just froze, so... Okay, here we go. Now we'll go. Here we go. A very tall building is called a sky what? Skimmer. Soarer, there we go. Scraper. Scorcher. That is a skyscraper. Final answer. We got it for 1,000. Going for 2,500. Russia extends across Europe and which other continent? Asia. Africa. Australia. South America. That is Asia. Final answer. Got it for 200. Going for 3,500. A tremor is a small what? Avalanche, tornado, tidal wave, earthquake. That is earthquake. Final answer. We got it for 3,500. We're now going for 5,000. A cadet is training for a career in which field? Law, priesthood, military, education. That is military. Final answer. And we got it for 5,000. Going for 10,000. What were Spanish doubloons? Gold coins, infantrymen, baggy trousers, riding boats. I have no idea, so let's use 50-50. You know the drill. Baggy trousers. Oh, and they were gold coins. Go figure. Okay, why are you asking a question like that in the top 5? Like, no, bottom 5, I should say. That's more of like a $16,000 or a $32,000 question, not a $1,000 one. I'm sorry. But that's just me. Alright, let's try again. I'm yawning. Let's do this. For a grand, what do these turtles do? Fly, lay eggs, speak English, collect tax. That is lay eggs. Final answer. Got it for 1,000. Now 2,500. Which of these was not a category in the original genus edition of Trivial Pursuit? Geography, history, entertainment, nuclear physics. Nuclear physics, final answer. Got it for 2,500. Going for 3,500. What name is given to the projecting part of the face of a dog? Muddle, muzzle, muzzle, muffle. That is a muzzle. Final answer. Got it for 3,500. Now going for 5,000. Which billionaire married Melania Knauss in 2005? Richard Branson, Rupert Murdoch, Donald Trump, Ted Turner. That is Donald Trump. Final answer. Got it for 5,000. Going now for 10,000. The city of Glasgow is in which country? Poland, England, Iceland, Scotland. That is Scotland. Final answer. And we got it for $10,000. Okay, we're going for $25,000, and here it is. Which two signs form the letters and numbers in Morse code? Pluses and minuses, X's and O's, dots and dashes, circles and squares. That is dots and dashes. Final answer. Got it for $25,000. That sound means that we are out of time for tonight, but we will be back here tomorrow night at 7:30, 6:30 Central Time at our regularly scheduled time for more of Millionaire, Super Millionaire, right here on RVN. So you're definitely going to want to join us for that. I can't believe we're getting all these ads now. I thought we were done, but no, we're not, I guess. And it's the same 2 ads. I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous. Seriously. So tonight we won $290,000 and we added it to the money we've won so far this season. That is $330,000. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Stay tuned for the USA and Belgium right here on RVN. Good night.